Hello, if you're joining us online, we'll be starting very shortly. It's definitely full fat Coke. Abysmal. All apologies to too much syrup. The other day at brunch, obviously dilute the orange juice like in house because it was so strong, so painfully strong, and the apple juice too. You never had apple juice too appley, honestly. My sister. Right, let's get going. Right. Without any further ado, let's start the quiz. Welcome to the quiz. We've got 50 questions, starting with round one, which is the links round. Thank you very much to Eleanor for this round. The links round works as follows. I'm going to show you 9 seemingly general knowledge questions. All the answers have something in common. The first 9 answers have something in common. And the 10th question will be what's the link? What is the thing that links those first 9 answers together? A bit like Only Connect or the game Linky. Right. Question number 1. Which animal of the family Ursidae has 8 species, including sun, sloth, and spectacles? Which animal of the family Ursidae has 8 species, including sun, sloth, and spectacles? Next up, question number 2. Who played the astronomy PhD student Kate Dibiasky in the 2021 film Don't Look Up? Who played the astronomy PhD student Kate Dibiasky in the 2020 film Don't Look Up? I don't know what's good to Robin Hood on the screen. What is the name of this chemotherapy drug? What is the name of this chemotherapy drug? German city holds the official title of City of Science? Which German city holds the official title? City of Science or Wissenschaftsstadt? One of the original names for Durham consisted of two Nordic words. Dun, which translates as hill fort, and which other word meaning island? One of the original names of Durham consisted of two Nordic words. Dun, which translates as hill fort, and which other word meaning island? Question number 6. In which country is Europe's highest mountain? Which country is Europe's highest mountain? I'm not defining Europe here, so it's just going to be the answer that fits the link. Okay, just in case this is a contentious question, I'm going to reveal the answer of it is not Russia. Question number 7. Which organ in the body stores bile? Which organ in the body stores bile? Question number 7. Hey, brother. Which prize is given out annually by the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences? Which prize is given out annually by the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences? Next up, the Via Appia is the first and most famous of which Roman construction? The Via Appia is the first and most famous of which Roman construction? And of course, as always, what's the link? What is the thing that links those first 9 answers together? What links those first 9 answers together? Right, we will look through those questions again. Question number one. Which animal of the family Ursidae has 8 species, including sun, sloth, and spectacle? Question number two. Who played the astronomy PhD student Kate Dibiasky in the 2021 film Thundercat? Question number three. What's the name of this chemotherapy drug? Question number four. Which German city holds the title City of Science? Question number five. One of the original names of Durham consists of 2 Nordic words, Dun, which translates as hail thought, and which other word meaning island? Question number six. In which country is Europe's highest mountain? Question number seven. Which organ in the body stores bile? Question number 8. Which prize given out annually by the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences? Question number 9. The Via Appia is the first and most famous of which Roman construction? And question number 10. As always, what's the link? Right, on we go with the quiz. This round is called Threading the Needle. Threading the Needle, it's a Kieran Duggan classic. How this works is we're going to show you a fact, and you've got to tell us a year in which it was true. Any year will get you the point. At any year where the statement we show on screen was true. It doesn't have to be true for the whole year, just any year where for a bit of it, at least a bit of it, this statement was true. So, question number 1. Google exists, but Facebook doesn't. Google exists, but Facebook doesn't. Name a year in which this was true. Any year, just one year for the point. Question number 2. Grover Cleveland is the incumbent US president. Grover Cleveland is the incumbent US president. Next up, question 3. Bonn is the capital city of the Federal Republic of Germany. Bonn is capital city of the Federal Republic of Germany. Name a year in which this was true. Right, next up, question number 4. The Great Ming is the ruling dynasty of China. The Great Ming is the ruling dynasty of China. Serena Williams wins a singles Grand Slam. Serena Williams wins a singles Grand Slam. Name a year in which a Grand Slam tournament, that is. St. Hild is alive, according to Bede. St. Hild is alive, according to Bede. Name a year in which this is true. There exists a political union known as Serbia and Montenegro. There exists a political union known as Serbia and Montenegro. Name a year. There are exactly 15 countries in the European Union. There are exactly 15 countries in the European Union. Name a year in which this is true. Question number 9. The College of St Hilda's and Bede exists as a single entity, but is not a member of Durham's College Council. This is niche knowledge. The College of St Hilda's and Bede exists as a single entity, but it's not a member of Durham's College Council. Right, next up, finally, question number 10. A new episode of Gavin and Stacey appears on British television. A new episode of Gavin and Stacey appears on British television. Name the year in which this is true. We will get through these ones again and then have a short break. Question number 1. Google exists, but Facebook doesn't. Google exists, but Facebook doesn't. Question number 2. Grover Cleveland is the incumbent US president. Question number 3. Bonn is the capital city of the Federal Republic of Germany. Question number 4. The Great Ming is the ruling dynasty of China. Question number 5. Serena Williams wins a singles Grand Slam. Question number 6. St Hild is alive according to Bede. Question number 7. There exists a political union known as Serbia and Montenegro. Question number 8. There are exactly 15 countries in the European Union. Question number 9. The College of St Hild exists as a single entity, but it's not a member of Durham's College Council. And question number 10. A new episode of Gavin and Stacey appears on British television. In each case, we want a year in which the statement is true. The statement does not have to be true for the entire year, just a year in which, for at least part of it, the statement is true. Nice. Now we're going to have a short break. let's get going again with the quiz. It is a litmus classic. It is a dingbats round. Can you? Huh? No, it's Luke. Luke took it in Scotland.
We'll see.
Yeah. No, he sent the speech as well. Can you hear me? Would you be able to tell us Okay, with this round, it's very much a case of say what you see. What you're seeing right now is a ring-billed gull, one of only 2 birds in the world. Probably. Yeah, question number 1, they're all cocktails. They're all cocktails. So what is this? Question number 2, what cocktail is this? What cocktail is this? Question number 3 and 4. Next up is question number 5. What is this? What cocktail is this? Next up, question number 6. Next up, question number 7. What cocktail is this? What cocktail is this? Next up is question number 8. What is this? Next up is what cocktail is this? What cocktail is this? Next up is question number 10. What cocktail is this? What cocktail is this? No, that's not my microphone. Oh, it's a coach on the head. We'll go through those again quickly. So question number 1 was this. Then we had this one. Then we had this one. Then we have this one. Then we had this one. Then we had this one. Then we had this one. Question number 8 was this one. Then we had question number 9. And as always, we had a question number 10. Right. Next up is our specialist round this week on 60s Rock. Thank you very much, Joseph, for this round. Why we're having a 60s Rock round is because the team name winners from last week chose it as their specialist subject. If we decide your team name is the best, you'll get to pick a round for next week's quiz. So that's why we're having a 60s Rock round. Question number 1 of this 60s Rock round. California Dreamin' is most famously sang by the Mamas and Papas, who first recorded this song in 1965 in his album This Precious Time. California Dreamin' is most famously sung by the Mamas and Papas, who first recorded this song. Who first recorded this song in 1965 in his album Precious Time. Question number 2. A not very well-known band called The Beatles was formed in 1960 and consisted of 4 band members, including John Lennon. In which overseas territory did Lennon marry his second wife, Yoko Ono? Not very well-known band called The Beatles was formed in 1960 and consisted of 4 band members, including John Lennon. In which overseas territory did Lennon marry his second wife, Yoko Ono? On we go with question number 3. Formed in 1968, Smile is an English rock band that is also the predecessor to what famous rock band? Formed in 1968, Smile is an English rock band that is also the predecessor to what famous rock band? Question number 4. I Get Around by the Beach Boys was the group's first #1 charting song in the United States. It was also their first top 10 hit in the United Kingdom. What number did it reach in the UK's charts? What number did I Get Around by the Beach Boys reach in the UK charts? All right, once you've guessed that one. Question number 5. How many teeth does the Rolling Stones tongue and lips logo have? The image here has been removed of teeth. There's been So that won't help you. Teeth have been removed. So how many teeth appear in the Rolling Stones' Tongue and Lips look? Question number 6. Name any two members of the 1968 rock band Led Zeppelin. Name any two members of the 1968 rock band Led Zeppelin. I think they were also around in other years, but the band members from this year, please. Two of them. Question number 7. What year was the King of Rock and Roll Elvis Presley born? What year was the King of Rock and Roll Elvis Presley born? We'll give you a year either side as well, because we're feeling charitable. Question number 8. In 1960, Chile experienced its most powerful earthquake ever recorded, the Great Chilean Earthquake, Terremoto de Valdivia. How strong was this earthquake on the moment magnitude scale, approximately? I think we're going for rock in a more literal sense. Is it A, 9.0, B, 9.5, C, 10.0, or D, 10.5? How strong was the Great Chilean Earthquake on the moment magnitude scale, approximately? I appreciate the rocks in the background gradually increasing in opacity. In the 1960s, Hess and Dietz proposed seafloor spreading, a process where oceanic crust forms by volcanic activity and then gradually moves away. This theory is now commonly accepted. What term is used to denote the large regions that divide the Earth's crust and slowly move as per seafloor spreading? Once again, this is a Joseph Boutron quiz round. That's joseph.boutron@durham.ac.uk. Question number 10. The genre of rock music shares its name with the 2008 digital original film Camp Rock, where two of the characters have a food fight and throw spaghetti at each other. Jackson Pollock, the famous abstract expressionist for his drip technique, has a famous spaghetti sauce recipe which uses bay leaves. Leaves contain about 1.3 essential oils. So I'm surprised Oscar-winning actor Gwyneth Paltrow doesn't use them more often in her skincare routine. One of Paltrow's main appearances is in the 2008 Marvel film Iron Man, where a well-groomed billionaire creates robot suits to fight terrorists. Iron Man was also a robot that was rejected from appearing in Robot Wars Season 3, as it was too large to compete with the other robots. What large robot in Robot Wars is the only house robot that has never been flipped? What large robot in Robot Wars was the only house robot that's never been flipped? Right. 60s rock. Question number 1. California Dreamin' is most famously sang by the Mamas and Papas, who first recorded the song in 1965. his album Precious Time. A not very well-known band called The Beatles was formed in 1960 and consisted of 4 band members, including John Lennon. In which region did Lennon marry his second wife, Yoko Ono? Here we see the rock background beginning to emerge. Formed in 1968, Smile is an English rock band that is also the predecessor to what famous rock bands? Question number 4. I Get Around by the Beach Boys was the group's first #1 charting song in the United States. It was also their first top 10 hit in the United Kingdom. What number did it reach in the UK charts? Question number 5. How many teeth does the Rolling Stone Tongue and Lips logo have? Question number 6. Name any 2 members of the 1968 rock band Led Zeppelin. Question number 7. What year was the king of rock and roll Elvis Presley born? Question number 8. How strong was the Great Chilean earthquake of 1960 on the moment magnitude scale, approximately? Question number 9. What term is used to denote the large regions that divide the Earth's crust and slowly move apart as per seafloor spreading? And what large robot on Robot Wars is the only house robot that has never been flipped? Exclusively about 60 is a rock that round. If you'd like to pick a this round, then get best team name. If you grant to pick one.
I'm good, thank you. I'm supposed to have chairs being used.
On we go. This is the wipeout round. Thank you to Jared for this round. That's Jared for jared.m.firth@durham.ac.uk. I am not responsible for this. Right, so how the wipeout round works is we're going to show you 10 general knowledge questions, and if you write down an answer and it's wrong of any of the questions, you get 0 points for the entire round. So if you write down an answer in this round and your answer is wrong, then you'll get 0 points for the entire round. Other than that, it's 1 point per correct answer. And feel free to leave an answer blank, that's okay. Right, only write down the answer if you're really confident, you know? Where in the body would you find the medulla oblongata? Where in the body would you find the medulla oblongata? Right, next question. What is the capital city of Tanzania? Question number 3. How many time zones are there in Russia? How many time zones are there in Russia? Right, question number 4. How many floors are there in Bede? How many floors are there in Bede? This is the building, not the person. And by floors, we mean floors on which there are like accommodation rooms. If you're joining us from another college, sorry about that. Right. Question number 5. What is the name of this painting? What is the name of this painting? And in this case, I mean the picture in the middle. Mercury take to revolve around the sun? How many days does Mercury take to revolve around the sun? Is A 36, B 88, C 180, or D 432? Earth days, that is. Right, next up is question number 7. What is the study of kidneys called? What is the study of kidneys called? Hard. Next up is question number 8. Which is the only metal that is found in liquid at room temperature? What's the only metal that is found in liquid at room temperature? I guess depending on the temperature of the room. Right, question number 9. In which year was Joan of Arc burnt at the stake? In which year was Joan of Arc burnt at the stake? Nice jolly one for you here. A, 1431, B, 1456, C, 1469, and D, 1501. And finally, what can be described as a highbrow term to the quiz. What animal is this video game entity based on? What animal is this video game entity based on? Let's run through those again quickly. Question number 1, where in the human body would you find the medulla oblongata? Question number 2, what's the capital city of Tanzania? Question number 3, how many time zones are there in Russia? Question number 4, how many floors are there in Bede? Question number 5, what was the name of this painting? Question number 6, how many days does Mercury take to revolve around the sun? Question number 7, what is the study of kidneys called? Question number 8, which is the only metal that is found in liquid at room temperature? Question number 9, in which year was Joan of Arc burnt at the stake? Question number 10, what animal is this video game entity based on? Once you have completed writing your answers, please swap your team paper. Make sure your team name's on it and swap your paper with another team so we can go through the answers as soon as possible. So as soon as you're happy with the answers, please swap those with another team. Don't worry if you have to swap twice, don't worry if you have to swap 3 times. As long as you end up with a different team's paper in front of you. This is your 30-second warning. Please get those papers swapped if you have not already. Otherwise, we'll have to get going without you. Get those papers swapped. Faster, Georgia. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go through the answers. First, we have the links round. No hot points, by the way, no hot points. This is, of course, Bear. Then we had Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence. Next up was Cisplatin. Then we had Darmstadt. Good knowledge if you knew that one. Then we had Home. Like Don Home. Then we had France. Some people might say it's this random one in Russia. Not random, it's really cool. But we're going for France in this instance. This is, of course, the gallbladder. Then we had the Nobel Prize. Up here is, of course, a road. Appian Way. Road. And the link was, of course, they're all elements with the suffix, if you add ium or to them. That's the link, so they're all elements. Elements is the link. If you got something about elements, you get the link. So we got barium, lawrencium, platinum, darmstadtium, holmium, francium, gallium, nobelium, and rhodium. Then we had threading the needle round. In each case, except any year within the range I give you. So except any of the years listed on each one. So Google exists, but Facebook doesn't. You can have anything from 1998 to 2004. Inclusive. In each case, this is inclusive. So you can have anything from 1998 to 2004. Grover Cleveland, incumbent US president, you can have anything from 1885 to 1889, or anything from 1893 to 1897. You cannot have the years 1890 to 1992, I'm afraid, because he was not president there. This was any years between 1949 and 1990. Then we had the Great Ming. And it's a big range, so you really should have got this one. A big eye of a needle. Anything between 1368 and 1644. Gutting if you put 1645 here. Yeah, equally. Next we had any of these. You can have 1999, 2002, 2003, 2005, and the years between 2007 and 2010, and 2012 and 2017. I'm so sorry if you put 2004 here or 2011. That's rough. In the word magazine, how many won a lot? Question number 6. This is anything between 614 and 680. 614 to 680. Firmly a 7th century woman. Serbia and Montenegro, any years between 2003 and 2006. Quite a tight one there. Well, then you've got that. Very well, you've got this next one. This is anything between 1995 and 2004. Next up was anything between 1975 and 1979. Unification, of course, came in 75. Yeah. And any of these, you can have anything between 2007, 2010, and 2019. So in each case, the year ranges are inclusive. Then we had our Dingbats round. This was some niche cocktails here, I won't lie. I wouldn't offer these at the bar. Bloody Mary, a Singapore Sling, Long Island iced tea, Bellini, Irish coffee. Then we get a little bit more specialist with Sea Breeze. Then we had Clover Club. Next up was Monkey Gland. I love a nice refreshing glass of Monkey Gland. This was Hemingway special. That's Hemingway, and then that's more the Netflix series special, which writer Luke Nash would thoroughly recommend. And this was Pina Colada. Nucleotide sleep repair. Cole, the island of Cole, and Larder. There we go. And then we had our 60s rock round. This was Barry Maguire. Then we had Gibraltar. Next up was Queen. Then 7. Well done if you got 7. I feel like it may have been a guess. Not to assume you didn't know this for sure. This is 4. 40. Any two, you can have any two of Jimmy Page, John Bonham, Robert Plant, and John Paul Jones. Plant and John Paul Jones. Any two of them for the point. No half point. So if they've only got one right, that's none. That's 0 points for this question. You can have any. Okay, this one was 1935. You can have anything from 1934 to 1936, as we're feeling lenient. This was 9.5. 9.5. B, that is. Then we have tectonic plates. And this one was, of course, Circular Lot. Then we had a wipeout round. Reminder, when you're marking the wipeout round, if they've got a question wrong, that's automatic 0 for that round, for the whole round. So you need not mark anymore. The medulla oblongata is found in the brain. Capital Tanzania is not Dar es Salaam. I'm sorry, it's not Dar es Salaam. It's Dodoma. It's not been Dar es Salaam since about 1997 or something. Possibly some wipeouts there. Then we had 11. If you can name them all, then well done you. Question number 4: how many floors are in a beat, not including laundry, because I did specify rooms where people live. 4. That is grounds 1, 2, 3, and 4, I guess. This is, of course, Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog. Of course it is. I was on the tip of your tongue, I'm sure. This is 88. The study of kidneys is called nephrology. Nothing about renal here, I'm afraid. This is Mercury. Also the name of a planet, interestingly. Question number 9. 1431. It was 1431, of course. And this, of course, was a worm. It's a worm from the hit video game franchise, Worms. So please, as quick as you can, add up the papers in front of you, put the total score in a big circle on the front, with the total score, and bring it up to us when you're ready. And we will go through the answers. We will reveal who won the best team name and therefore gets bigger after next week. And we'll also reveal who wins the £20 bar tab for this week. The coveted £20 bar tab, that is. Is it on? Note, next week there is not a quiz, but there will be a quiz the week after, the Refresher Special. The coming week is a formal on Thursday, so there will not be a quiz, I'm afraid. That's right, every Thursday except during formals, and so I'm afraid we do have to cede our time for formals. Thanks for coming, everyone. Enjoy and goodbye.